What's up, guys? Blake here with Basement Comics. I'm going to be doing a review over the Avengers Endgame trailer number 2. It just dropped today, so I don't know if you guys have gone and seen it yet. If you haven't, I'm going to be playing it here in just a second, and I'm going to let it play all the way through just so everybody can see it, and then afterwards I'm going to review and go over things I noticed and just small little details and everything. So stick around to the end. I hope you guys like it.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. I like this one.
So there we have it, guys. The Avengers Endgame trailer number 2. In my opinion, it was pretty awesome. I'm not going to go over the top with it and be a super fan about it, but it got some goosebumps out of me. So now I'm going to kind of go over some small details, just kind of go more in depth of the trailer itself. Really, as you see in the beginning, you notice that you got Iron Man, and he's talking about his 2008 movie about how he got out of the cave and first started as Iron Man. It kind of shows the clip from trailer number 1 where he was making the video for Pepper Potts in case anybody found his helmet, leaving us wondering if he makes it out of the Quinjet or not up in space. Obviously, we find out he does, or later on in the trailer, which is kind of a spoiler in my opinion. But I mean, I kind of figured Iron Man was going to come back. I didn't think that they were just going to kill him off in space. That'd be way too less dramatic. As you keep on moving, it kind of just shows his memories, kind of going through the movies. As it was brought up to me by a friend of mine, he was kind of explaining that, and it makes sense to me that maybe they all have to go back in time and change events from the past movies, as kind of like as giving like a ripple effect to the future now, and would kind of bring things back to balance, and that would kind of be the end of the Avengers in a way that would make sense, so that because obviously the movie franchise isn't going to go on forever, and there will need to be new heroes at some point. As we keep going on, we notice it's Hawkeye with his daughter, kind of showing her how to shoot and everything, and then it jumps right into him being found by Widow as Ronin in Japan, it looks like. And that was from the first trailer that we see him and her meeting like this, and I like how it showed him and his daughter having family time, and then what probably had happened was, in my opinion, he was having family time, and the snap happened, and his daughter probably vanished there in front of him, which is kind of what drove him to go into his Ronin phase, like we see him in the trailer. And then again, we see Captain America with his um, past. He's carrying a casket as a pallbearer down the aisles of a funeral. We see Thor in his video, his first movie with him. It's him and his dad Odin, and then you kind of show him and his progression. It shows us a few of the heroes that passed, Falcon and Wanda. Thor's kind of explaining how he's seen his friends and fellow heroes pass away at the hands of Thanos, kind of giving you that emotional feel of how we want to get revenge on Thanos coming up. We see in the next scene another clip from Avengers Endgame trailer number 1, but the video clip with the audio clip isn't the same from number 1. It's more of him and Black Widow are sitting in an office setting, and she's back to her red hair, which I noticed later on she has blonde in this trailer and has red, so I don't know if there's going to be some timeline jumping or if she's just going to dye her hair later on. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But he says that some people move on, but not us. That was the video clip with the audio clip was when he was in the like AA type meeting in the gymnasium about dealing with how people are gone in the trailer number 1. But now in this trailer we see that he's sitting with her talking about it, and so I guess that's where we see the clip come in. Moving on, we see where Ant-Man is staring at the missing signs in front of what looks like is maybe his old house or his ex-wife's house, and he's staring at the signs, realizing what had happened because he's still in the dark. I'm assuming at this point he's probably fresh out of the quantum realm and has absolutely no idea what happened to anybody because he hasn't been in contact with anyone yet. So I mean, for him, it probably had to be really hard to come out and find all this. And that everything's gone and his family's gone. We see again, like I said, Black Widow. She's got her red hair instead of blonde hair. Her and Ronan are inside of a Quinjet flying towards New York City is what it looked like, or San Francisco. It looked like the Golden Gate Bridge. I couldn't really tell for sure, but they're flying into a city and they're both in traditional uniform, all black. And then we see another kind of cool scene I like seeing is Rocket Raccoon with War Machine. No Baby Groot though. I'm pretty sure obviously still gone. I haven't seen him at all in this trailer, so I'm pretty sure, and in the posters, that he's for sure gone for the majority of the movie. I'm assuming, unless they do a time jump or go back in time or something. They haven't been spoiling who's going to be brought back. All they've shown is the people who survived the snap. As we're moving on, we see a very impactful kind of scenes is where they're showing most of the heroes, and it's going through kind of like their little solo shots, and Captain America, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and at the very end, impactfully, in my opinion, a very good emotional feeling coming from it was Iron Man saying at any cost, basically saying that they have to succeed. It has to be done, or obviously it's just life's just going to go out the way it was. I just really like seeing all the heroes and which ones are going to be working together. I kind of like that Nebula kind of finally decided to join in to bring down her dad. Also, we see a really big fight scene, it looks like, where you got Ant-Man is super shrunken down, jumping over like pencils, and you see an aux cord hanging from the top as he's coming through to attack or something. And you see Captain America. We finally see him after he secures his shield. I know in Endgame trailer number 1, he had that, he pulled the shield down really tight and secured it. And as we see in this one, you actually see his face, and we see it's actually in battle that he's doing this, and he looks pretty pissed, in my opinion. I'd like to see what's going to be happening there with that scene. And then, of course, the end. I don't know about you guys, but man, whenever I hear the Avengers theme music, it just gets me every time. I get goosebumps and chills, and it just brings back nostalgia like crazy. But we see all the heroes in the Avengers for this movie. I'm assuming the main people that are going to be doing most of the work in their uniforms, their white armor uniforms, looking extremely uniform and official, and it just looks awesome, them walking forward, which this scene is actually the close-up of Avengers trailer number 1, where we saw the far off scene where they were all walking through. We couldn't really see who was in the mix, and now we see them all in their uniforms up close, who's going to be in there, and then you get the Avengers Endgame credit scene. And then, of course, you've got the traditional, just to wrap it up, the traditional scene here at the end, Marvel end credit scenes. They've always got to have this in there. We've got Thor, and he's calling Stonebreaker, and he's staring at Captain Marvel. They're having kind of a Mexican stare off, if you will, and then he says, "I like this one," and gives a little chuckle. And I mean, it seems like tensions are high in the room for some reason. I'd like to see what's going on there with their little meeting. I kind of feel like Captain Marvel, with her charisma, is going to give kind of a witty return to what he was saying about her. Well, that's all I got for you guys on this trailer review. I really hope you guys liked it. If not, thumbs down. If you did, give me a like, subscribe. I'm going to try and be making movies every week. There may be some more tech review type videos. And definitely, I'm going to start doing a lot more podcasts. Those come out every Sunday. I try to, but whenever I'm busy, I can't really get to them. But I really hope you guys liked it. Subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.